Good morning. My name is Ardys. These last 3 months, our circles have been studying the call of Jesus in the Gospel of John. We have been reading about his encounters with a wide variety of people, the calling of his disciples, the Samaritan woman by the well, Nicodemus who came in the middle of the night, crowds on the hillsides and on the seashore, a disabled man by the pool. They all come seeking answers, hope, healing, and in the end, receive forgiveness as well. At one point in John 6, 66 to 69, we read that a great many of the disciples turned back and no longer went about with Jesus. So Jesus asked the 12, "Do you also wish to go away?" Simon Peter answered him, "Lord, to whom would we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have come to believe and know that you are the Holy One of God." I think this statement pretty much sums up my faith statement. Who else can I go to but Jesus? I have pretty much broken all of the 10 commandments at some time or another with pride and envy and just bad behavior. So I'm very thankful for forgiveness and being able to say that I am a child of God, forgiven and redeemed. Out of our gratefulness comes our response, my response to Jesus, in the form of stewardship, service, and love of God's other children around me. I think we are all given gifts to share. It takes time and some honing of these talents, but we all have so much to give to God and our fellow man. Before John and I were married in 1986, we had long talks about our faith, family issues, and what we wanted for our future together. We had both lost our spouses in the early 80s, and we still had children at home and in college, and very little savings between us. We both agreed that going to church, working for the church, and tithing 10% was very important to us. This was an ideal that we wanted to pass on to our children and future grandchildren. We felt if we didn't have a lot of money to give, we could offer our time. So we taught Sunday school, helped with youth groups, worked in a circle. John served on the church council and later stewardship committees. And besides the tithing, we were also involved in community activities and church through this service. My favorite activity was refugee resettlement. We had a multi-church group that helped refugees come into the area, and we find them jobs and bicycles so they get to work. We got them into English classes. We took them to the doctor, the dentist, and all the places they needed to go. And it was probably, the neat thing about it was probably one of the most rewarding committees I ever served on. And we were very sad when they stopped resettling refugees in the Valley City area. They just started taking them all to Fargo, which I could never understand. We also felt it was important for us to vigorously save for our retirement years, as this was one area where we had very little money set aside. Stewardship is threefold: time, talents, and treasure. All of these are given as an expression of our thankfulness to God for what He has given us. Stewardship is to be mindful of our use of materials and caring for our earth. We recycle. We try to keep our lake clean. We try not to waste too much. We share with others by recycling our household goods that we no longer need or use. Stewardship is giving money to our church for the programming in and outside these walls. It is also to help fund things like Bible camps, campus ministry, and Lutheran Seminary for training future pastors. It is giving to the United Way and the Salvation Army and the Crisis Center, joining our dollars with others for the good of all people here in Detroit Lakes area. Stewardship is working with and for others. It is voting for a school board bond issue so that better schools are here for our children and future children. As a senior citizen, I always feel that I want a well-educated person to take care of me when the time arises for my special care. Stewardship is looking beyond Detroit Lakes and helping putting solar panels on a hospital in Liberia, Africa, so the lights don't go out during surgery because the diesel fuel trucks didn't arrive due to heavy rains and muddy roads. It is buying items for Lutheran World Relief Kits and Global Health Ministry so they are available to refugees and others after earthquakes and floods in different parts of the world. I feel I am the hand of Jesus reaching out to others, even though I personally play a very small part. That's the beauty of joint ministry. Many donating to help others in places we can't even visit or be present at. Out of all of this, we have been blessed far beyond what we have given away. And the other part of all of this is prayer, thanking God for the many blessings and uplifting others as the need arises. And as a final note, I would like to thank all of you for the prayers of healing and support you have given John and I these last 3 months. We are so thankful for all of you and your commitment and stewardship as well. Thank you.